So you may recall last episode we were in, not Teneris, we're in Silithus, and we took the long trek off screen from Silithus over here to Western Plaguelands in the Eastern Kingdoms, and we're at Chillwind Camp right now. So we have a quest to turn in at Alchemist Arbington, so we're going to turn that in first. Fire Plume Forged. So this is the key quest we've been working on for a little while now. It won't be easy at all, but the work you've done to date in preparing for an assault on Vanderhoff will now start to pay for itself. You'll see. Okay. We've got quite the costly skeleton key there, don't we, Supa? We do. I think it was 10 gold for one of those quests in between we had to pay up. Okay, I'm speaking of a Raja Summoner, a Lich, and one of the most powerful beings the Scourge calls as its own. Complete quest. Destroy a Raja Summoner and bring a Raja's Scarab to Alchemist Arbington at Chillwind Camp, Western Plaguelands. So we actually have 2 Araj quests, I think, now. Araj's Scarab. Is that it? Or do we have no? I thought we had 2. Maybe that is it. Maybe we abandon the other one. Alas, Vanderhoff. Bring a Raja's Phylactery Shard. Right. Let's see something. Anyone free to help me kill a Raj in Western Plaguelands? Anyone for a Raj killing in Western Plaguelands? Let's see if we can get some help. Is there, yeah. Anyone for killing a Raj in Western Plaguelands? We'll throw down a few requests for help and see if anyone pops up. It'd be convenient. It'd be very convenient to get both these quests done at the same time. In other news, there's 3 other quests here now, which I don't think we had quite as many when we left earlier. Quest log has some space, so we're okay. Target Dawson's Tears. We can do this quest now pretty easily. We've gained a level or 2 since we were here last. That'll be up. Yeah, Dawson's Tears is here. We did Fellstone Field. We'll do Dawson's Tears, and then I think we'll do Writhing Haunt and Garen's Withering, hopefully. I was thinking of going to Eastern Plaguelands, but we got some quests here. Might as well do them. A Plague Upon Thee. This is actually in Eastern Plaguelands. Let's not pick it up just yet. We'll come back for that. We're very close to dinging. We're 15% of the way to max level. And this is a Scholomance quest. We have to go into the instance for that. So, for the time being, let's go take a look at Dawson's Tears. We'll just run up here and do this quest and then come back. So we're sort of short on quests, I guess, now that I think about it. We do have a series of farm quests. I don't know if I should waste my time, if they're like worthwhile doing them, but they're not that hard. And each quest is actually 2 quests, which is kind of convenient. So what we basically are going to be doing is... It always shows us a quest over here, but there never seems to actually be a quest right there. I think there's a quest giver somewhere, like here, but we don't have a quest from Miranda right now. Miranda the Hag, the little tiny gnome. So what is this? Food crate, okay. So what we'll do is hopefully not aggro too many of these, or at least not get hit by any of these. Our daze is what I'm really worried about. Let's not get dazed. What we're going to do is just run up here and work on each of these quests. And this should be pretty easy. So we're going to find the mob we need to kill the mob, loot the key. We turn in the key at the cauldron, if I remember how these work. I just did this a couple episodes back, so I should remember this, but I'm blanking a little. If I turn in the key at the cauldron, that's one quest to turn in. That gives me a follow-up quest, which I think takes me back to the camp here. And then I turn in the quest down there. And then and that's another turn in, obviously. And then there's another quest that they'll give me to go to Writhing Haunt. So, pretty convenient series of quests, I would say. Let's refresh Inner Fire. Now we need to look for the named mob. Cauldron Lord Malvinius. So there he is. Okay. Let's get our Sprite Darter out. I'm gonna start clearing our way over. Should be a little bit of a slow trek over there. It's quite a few mobs to kill, I think. And they're spread out a lot, but yeah, it's gonna be quite a few mobs, so. Corrupted stamina, stamina reduced by 4, that's fine. Oh, and they spit out little babies. But these guys are one-shot kills from wands, so it's not too bad. Do I need to kill this guy? Maybe. I think I can just pull this and mosey. So we're going to be kind of slowly moving through this pack of mobs here for a while. I'm at full health and half mana, so I'm just going to let this guy hit me a few times rather than waste any mana on powered shield. Those guys actually hit me harder than I would like. I'm tempted to just like kind of target this guy and nuke him down, even though these other mobs are kind of around him. I think I'm gonna do this. I think this will work okay. Shackle Undead is obviously very helpful here. This guy hits pretty hard. This little skeleton thing, I think. They don't have a lot of health, but a little annoying. Okay. Now I need to go loot this thing, obviously. Let's grab it and flee. Shackle Undead's about to break. That's okay. My path to escape, it kind of... I don't know if they got respawned or there's something patrolled in the way. A little annoying. Ooh, a Foulmane, a rare spawn. I was wondering what that guy was. Like, what is this? A rare spawn. Well, I know what we're about to kill. Oh, nice stun. Beautiful. Let's 16 bag that guy. Cool, we got him with a fire blast. Perfect. Instead of a polymorph, which is always painful. Formidable crest of the falcon. Agility and intellect on a shield, and not the most useful of things. Let's drink for a minute. Now we need to go here and turn in the quest, which means we're going to have to kill at least one or two of these mobs over here. A little annoying, but we'll kill one and shackle the other and turn in the quest. Oh, that's right. I was thinking, I was like, we can just run out there and turn it in, but no, it's actually on a timer. Well, not a timer, but it's like a what's it called? It's a castable thing, right? You can't just click it. You actually have to stand there and like kind of turn in the quest over like 3 or 4 seconds, so it just take a little bit of time. Just gonna... Okay. But I think I can shackle this one and then run up there and possibly do this. Oh, these stupid worms. Let's forget about them. I need to turn on nameplates for these guys. So let's just go ahead and kill this guy also. Get him out of the way. It'll make my life easier. Now I think we can shackle this one on the left, and that'll very easily handle all this. I need to rebuff inner fire after this pull, maybe. Let's see. Let's shackle this guy. I think this will work. If it's so close to this cauldron, and sometimes it aggroes these other mobs, but I'm kind of higher level now, so it's not so bad. I'm just gonna turn this in real quick and accept the next one and get out of here. I don't want to deal with shield up. That'll pop on inner fire too, why not? Yeah, I didn't want to deal with reading the quest text and having that delay me any further. Yeah, each of these quests will get me about, you know, looks like about 11,000 experience, which is pretty nice. Not the worst thing ever. Now we should hit 58 today. Along the way, I was gonna set my Hearthstone back in Ironforge. I just realized I forgot to do that, so that's more than just a little annoying. I'll have to fly back to get my level 58 quests, or skills. There's never an easy way to get down to Chillwind Camp. I keep looking at the mini-map because I'm seeing if those little yellow dots pop up, and I'm like, oh, is that a treasure chest? I know there's some in Vanderhoff, in the ruins of Vanderhoff over here, but getting to them isn't always worthwhile or easy. There's one. Might go for this one. Doesn't seem too deeply packed in there. Let's see if I can spot it from here. Okay, I'm facing directly at it. It's right there. Is there a mob there? There is. Let's shackle this real quick. Just want to get a better view at the chest. I don't think I can loot it while in combat, right? Alright, I guess this is the guy we're going to have to kill now. That's fine. We'll take him out and then kill the other one behind us. But these guys are much easier. You might notice they're dying a lot easier now that we're a few levels higher than the last time we were here. It wasn't terrible last time, but, you know, it certainly makes things a little bit easier. Yeah, I will say I'm continuously excited for the release of Classic. Just having just a set of guaranteed, stable, permanent servers makes me so excited. And not that I'm unhappy about playing on this current server, but it doesn't have quite the safety. Let's check out our little chest here. There's no way it's going to have the safety that an official Blizzard server would have. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, I guess I should probably swap out and get my Argent Dawn commission, since we're going to be killing a lot of undead here, and 6 Demon Bag doesn't do anything anyway. It's got like a 30-minute cooldown, right? So there's not a lot of value in it sitting in my as an equipped trinket for the time being, so I just cast it. Trying not to fall in the water so I can stay mounted a little bit. Trying to kind of skirt the edge here. There we go. Not bad. Alright. In other news, if you don't follow my Legion series, I've had a busy few weeks, but it's been really fun. I was at a conference on the East Coast of the U.S., science conference, presented my research, really enjoyed myself, learned a lot, met a lot of people, made some good connections. I went mountain biking, which I never do. I live in a very flat area, or have lived most of my life anyway, in a very flat area. And I bike a lot, but I don't mountain bike. So mountain biking was going downhill, fell, didn't flip over the handlebars, it fell on my side basically, and skidded downhill maybe, like 6 feet. It wasn't like I was going off a mountain. Scraped up my right arm, right forearm, right kneecap, right palm, and left shoulder a little. I was like rolling kind of downhill. You can check out some photos on my Twitter from a few weeks ago, maybe almost 2 weeks ago now. Return to Chillwind Camp. Okay. Complete the quest. Alright, let's see. So for now, the next step is in our hands. We'll need to produce a list of reagents that, when combined with what is already in the cauldron, will act as its counter. The only way we'll be able to introduce this is by placing the reagents into the cauldron directly. Alchemist Arbington will have more information on that, so be sure to speak with him at your earliest convenience. Does he have a quest for us? 2800 experience, and what did she cast? Powered Fort, but I don't think it was better than mine. Okay, 2 cauldrons have been successfully opened. We'll still be able to access them indefinitely. We still want to open up the other 2 that remain. This time we'll be hitting the Writhing Haunts. Writhing? I'd say Writhing, but it maybe is a Writhing. Writhing Haunts Cauldron. It is almost due east of Vanderhoff, relatively close to the ruined city walls. Again, eliminate the cauldron. Lord present there for its key. Use the bottle to obtain the sample from the cauldron. Cool, I don't think it actually has anything to talk about, Looking for anyone for killing Araj. I'll keep kind of sending out a little SOS for Araj. This, at least the Writhing Haunt is fairly close by. This one over here, Garen's Withering, is a bit more out of the way, unfortunately. I'm going to rebuff while we're moseying. Get some mana regen on the way. Get these guys, level 51, okay, they're total pushovers. Who's this? Okay, I think we can duo him. Got no one else yet. He's in Felwood. I've got the dampener too. Cool. Okay, awesome. Thanks. Let me know when you're free. We've got about 45-50 minutes left. It's a good chance that person, that misogynist, will get here in time, but we'll see. So since our buddy is a healer, is holy spec presumably, we can out-heal anything a Raj would throw at us, most likely. I don't think I'll hit 58 before he gets here. Can I get up this hill? Oh wow, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Cool. That's convenient. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? There's our big guy, Cauldron Lord Razarch. And I was trying to like figure out the best route. I mean, going from the right, fetid zombie. Going from this side, there's a lot of mobs to kill, right? But from this side, we have 1, 2, basically. So I think we're gonna go from over here. This seems like the way to do it anyway. We'll see. Contagion of Rot. Time when attacks increased by 33%. Casting speed reduced by 25%. That's not a big deal, but I can cure disease if I switch. Let me kill this next mob, and then I'll switch and clear myself of everything. And these guys are higher level, which means that they will be possibly a little more prone to aggroing to us. Flash freeze, 4-second stun. Come on, Blizzard, what are you doing to me? Alright. But these are relatively easy still, thankfully. So let's... Oh, you know what? I don't even need to... Do I need to worry about this? It slows down my initial cast of Mind Blast, about it. It's not a big deal. I guess I can just Stone Form. I don't know why I'm curing disease. This will work just as well. Alright, let's pull this guy. What is the range on Silence? Apparently very short. I didn't realize how short the range would be. He's summoning something? Okay, they all seem to summon these guys, which is kind of annoying, but not. I think they're about 1,000 health skeletons or so, 950 to 1,000 health, nothing too disgusting. But killing these guys isn't really that bad. I mean, all things considered. And now I wonder if I can just sneak up here. Let's shield. Oh man, it's might work. I didn't think I was gonna be able to sneak through this. Okay, I always click that really fast because if you want to read it, you have to pause the video. Unfortunately, it just takes too long to read all that. Not doesn't take that long, but long enough that I don't want to stall and deal with these guys. Whoops, I'm running the wrong way. And risk them aggroing me, whacking me, and making me not complete the quest. I think once you have the quest open, if someone hits you, still will drop it. I think. Let's mount up. Anyone for Raj? Got a 60 priest on the way to help. Maybe we can get someone. Start throwing out that we've got a higher level tune with us. Obviously the server is pretty quiet these days. And that's okay. I would prefer more people on here, but at this point I'm committed to hitting this tune to 60, and I don't really want to bail out on it for a few reasons, but my guild still actively raids Nax, honestly, like they legitimately do. So they're raiding Multicore through Naxxramas. They do pickup groups for ZG, AQ20, etc. So when I hit 60, once I get attuned, I can jump into raids pretty quick, I think, which is kind of cool. Let's go here and turn in this quest to High Priestess McDonald. Okay, once we've successfully analyzed another finally executed mission, Soupa. This makes 3 cauldrons available to us to turn against the Scourge. If Kalthuzad's necromantic dominance over these lands wasn't as strong as it currently is, I dare say you'd shut them down completely. Alchemist Arbington will have a report on what this cauldron, as well as the other cauldrons subverted, will require to deliver our counter-agent to the plague. With that, the time has come to bring the last cauldron of the West under our influence. Complete quest. Cool. 2800 experience. We're down to about, I don't know, 8% left of our level. No. 4%. Go to Garen's Withering. Yes. Okay. This is our last of this quest chain. I don't know what the quest chain brings after this. I can't recall anymore. I've done this quest a few times. But these aren't bad quests. I mean, truthfully, you're turning in and getting 5650 plus 2800. So a little over 8,000 experience each one of these. They're not that slow. I mean, truthfully, the slow part is running back and forth, but that isn't horrendous. So it's not bad. But once we get through this quest, this quest line, depending on what they have to follow up with, it might be time for us to go to Eastern Plaguelands. For better or worse, there's not much we can do here besides a Raj, and I don't think we can solo a Raj. It'd be fun to try, but I just don't think it's possible. I think we need someone to help us. And there's not really many quests left out here otherwise, which is fine. We've kind of blown through quite a few. And to be totally honest, Western Plaguelands is more of a... People say it's like 50 to 55. I think of it more as like 53 to 56. I feel like 50 especially, is a little low for most of the quests here. Not ridiculously low, but a little low. And so I recommend coming out here more at like 52 or so. Yeah, even my add-on suggests 51 to 58. I'm not sure I agree with the 51. I think of that as being a little bit low. Okay, we're here at Garen's with the ring. Now where is our named mob? Off here to the right somewhere. There's our cauldron. This is a much more densely packed area. What is going on here? I don't even know if we can do this. Alright, let's start by pulling this guy. Hopefully not aggroing this guy as we aggro this guy. Shackle Undead is going to be clutch here. Strength reduced by 40, stamina reduced by 40. Holy cow. And this guy enrages, which is pretty gross. Okay, let's back up a little bit. And I think I'm ready to go pulling this guy. Yeah, let's go for it. A stun would be nice here. But I can always re-shackle this guy also if he starts whacking me too much. Which is handy. Did he resist my my Mind Blast? I think he did. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. Hi. Bye. Okay. Oh, we got a key. Wait, we got a key? Why did you show a key pop up my bags? That's weird. Alright. So, how do I want to do this? I guess I should... Let's eat. And... drink up a bit. Okay. I need a rebuff after this too. Debilitating touch. It's magic. We don't cure magic from stone form. Can we cure magic at all? Dispel magic. Okay, we can. That's a discipline spec, so we can actually just dispel it quite easily on our own. That's good. Does a single cast of that reduce all 3 charges? Or does it just take off like 2 of these? Okay, so it just takes off one stack, or like stacks per stack. Okay, that's fine. Is Shadow Protection worth putting on here? Probably, maybe. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm too lazy. I don't feel like worrying about the mana. Alright, let's get this guy. Alright. So after this, I'm tempted just to try to pull the Cauldron Lord and then shackle his buddy over there. And nuke down the Cauldron Lord, run into combat, and come back and kill his buddy afterwards, and then we'll see what we can do about actually turning in the quest. That might be a pain. Let's drink. I'm using 35 water. I have some better water there, but I kind of like to reserve it as much as I can. Like, not reserve it, but preserve it, I guess. Like, hold on to it so I don't run out of it as best as possible. I'm gonna get full mana and then pull the Cauldron Lord. Okay, dispelled. Let's go get him. Let's see how this works out. I'm a little scared. Well, not bad, not bad. Okay, hey, somehow we solo pulled the guy. Whoa. This guy does a knockback of some sort. It's gross. But okay. We're pretty much in the clear now, since we were able to pull him out by himself. That's all that really mattered. He doesn't seem to do much else besides that, either. Cool. Okay, not bad. That wasn't so bad at all. Now the question is, can I sneak over here and just... by shackling this guy, can I turn in this quest or not? Or am I going to aggro other mobs? I think I'm going to aggro other mobs. We'll see. This guy, oh no. Please stop casting. Okay, I'm going to have to kill this guy. Well, that's annoying. Let's not aggro this one, and I'm okay. This guy keeps casting, oh my gosh. I don't know what he's actually casting on me. He was about to run out of mana at least, so... that'll be the end of that. Okay, come on, let's do this. I'm out of mana, I'm crippled. This guy's gonna break out of his chain in a second. Continue complete quest, accept. Loot this. That was very convenient. To ding right then. Shackle him, we're out of here. Whew, okay. We made it. Amazing. I didn't know if that's a good time to ding. 6,200 experience is really convenient. I wasn't gonna die there probably, but it sure is nice dinging. Now what have I been speccing into? I've been doing Shadow Reach, right? That's what I did last time. Throw that on there, which puts us now up to a 34-yard range on our main spells and a 23-yard range on our... I don't want to jump in the water there. On our Mind Flay, which I guess is kind of one of our main spells also. Alright. Let's get up the hill. Okay. That was cool. So, not bad. I think it would have been nice if we had been 58. That would have been even easier, because we would have aggroed that mob. We probably wouldn't have aggroed that other... I don't know what it was called. The ghost. That we had to fight right at the cauldron, but not too bad. Now, like I said, I don't exactly remember what happens after this quest. I think we will speak to that alchemist, finally. That the priest has been telling us to speak to all along. But beyond that, I'm not sure where this quest takes us. And depending on what's coming up, we'll be heading to Eastern Plaguelands. Now, what's nice about Eastern Plaguelands is we do have we have quests we can pick up here, turn in here. There's also follow-up. And then we eventually get to Light's Hope Chapel. That's the key. At the same time, we need to really get to Ironforge, pick up our max level skills, or not max level, 58 level skills. And there's quite a few, I think, at 58, including, I believe, the top level of Mind Control, which we basically never use. Because recently it has to be mobs level 47 or higher, or lower, and so we don't really face a lot of 47s. And to be honest, there's not a lot of humanoids anyway out here in Eastern Plaguelands, so it's probably not the most useful skill, but we'll see. Alright, High Priestess MacDonald. Let's turn in the quest, see what she has for us. Return to Chowind Point. Alright, congratulations, Soupa, you've unlocked the last cauldron for us. Alchemist Armington will soon know what this cauldron requires as far as the reagents needed for the mix. As for you, I'm sure that Commander Valorfist will want to thank you personally for the assistance you've given us. Without you, our struggle against the Scourge would have been nearly insurmountable. Thank you, hero. 3100 experience, and a follow-up quest here. Mission accomplished. Soupa, your successful re-engineering of the cauldrons is a tremendous victory for us. The commander clears his throat and begins to bellow loudly. Let all of my presence here for service for the Kingdom of Stormwind and to the Alliance above and beyond the call of duty. In the face of overwhelming odds and incredible danger, might I add, I give Soupa this, and I extend upon his our undying gratitude as a true hero of the Alliance. Cheers. Neither of these swords are that useful for us. We'll just take this one. We can't even use them. Ooh, is that a better necklace for us? We'll gain 70 health and lose 6 intellect. I don't know if that's really better. I don't think it's better.
See you later.
Complete quest. 9,300 experience. That gets us, you know, about 7% of the way through level. That's cool. The Alchemist still has really nothing. Oh, okay, here we go. So we can speak to him to figure out what we need. Arcane Quickener. Okay.
See you around.
An Arcane Quickener we buy from him. Okay, I've never actually followed up with these things. I don't really know.
Safe travels.
We'll take the Vitreous Focuser in case we're killing any of the mobs that would give us these things. Minion Scourge Stones. Do we have enough at least to turn in? We do. What do we get for turning it in? I mean, I know we get experience or reputation, but I wonder if we get experience also.
Be careful.
550. Do we always get 550 experience, or is that just the first turn in? Just the first turn in. Okay.
Can I help you?
I know I actually shouldn't be using these right now. We should save them because you can still gain reputation with the Argent Dawn up to a certain point just from killing random mobs. But I'm probably not gonna be farming that anytime soon too heavily, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just blow them right now and use them. Alright, so I think we're basically done here. Now, do I want to take a detour now to Ironforge? It's a pretty long flight. And there's no return flight. Is there a mailbox up here? I don't think there is. I used to think there was, but I don't think there's a mailbox. Okay. We're going to do this. We are going to run all the way to Light's Hope Chapel. Is that right? I think that's right. What's my /played? I always like to check this when I get higher level. 6 days, 6 hours. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be at least 7 days played by the time I level up. I mean, it's probably going to be, yeah, probably at least 7 days played. I'm not leveling super quickly out here. I'm kind of moseying around a lot is the word I would use. I'm just running around a lot. Once I get to Light's Hope, there's going to be a lot of quests we can just kind of start knocking out pretty quickly. And that's what I'm kind of considering. I'm like, well, I could level on the quests on the way between Western Plaguelands and Light's Hope. Basically all the quests that are kind of spread out in Eastern Plaguelands. But a lot of the good quests, in my opinion, are kind of stacked near Eastern Plague or at Light's Hope Chapel. So it seems a little, not silly, but a little more efficient if I just get all the way over here and start doing these quests. And then I can always come back from running low on quests to the ones that are centered and more to the west of Eastern Plaguelands. So for now, I think we'll make a run all the way over there. I'm wondering if I want to speed up the video, like fast forward, high speed. It's going to be probably, it's about, I'm going to time it actually when we get over there. I may detour down here to turn in the Pamela Redpath quest and grab the follow-up. That might be worthwhile. Let's do that. Let's go down to Pamela Redpath, grab her quest, and let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to get around all these mobs and not aggro all of them, so I'm going to go a bit more north to the main road. Let's do the Redpath quest. There's another, it'll be a follow-up immediately after turning in this quest. What is this? Solid chest. Oh man, that's buried deep though. Do I want to dig through that mess? Probably not. It's too much for me. That's I don't want to do that. That'd be a 10-minute adventure at least, and I'm kind of excited to check out EPL. Food crate up here. Kind of an obscure spot for a food crate. Just kind of hanging out. Okay, onwards we go. Thondroril River discovered. Okay. Yeah, so here we are. Apparently the Alliance control this. Increases melee range and spell damage dealt to undead by 5%. That's convenient. That's going to be really, really nice for us to have that boost while we're leveling out here. So it's about 36, that's almost 37 minutes. I don't know, let's say 36 minutes we crossed in. On my timer in the bottom right, what I'm talking about. So about 36 minutes we crossed in. And sorry I keep flipping up the map so much, I'm just trying to keep track of where we're headed. And I wonder how long it really takes. I guess we're not going to go all the way to the East EPL from here. But I mean, it's about a minute, almost a minute to get from there to here. A little less than a minute. So probably at least a 5-minute run if you just go straight to Light's Hope Chapel. Now, Light's Hope was interesting because when WoW first launched, Light's Hope, it existed, but it wasn't a massive quest hub. There were a few quests there, and I believe there was a flight path there, but it wasn't a huge hub. Then in patch, was it 1.9? They revamped it, and then in 1.10, Nexramas opened. I think that's how it worked. I'm forgetting my patch numbers here. But basically the patch before Nexramas, I believe it was, they revamped it with quite a few more quests, reputation reward type stuff, etc. to prep for Nexramas, and in the same way that the Drums of War patch kind of prepped for the actual opening of the Ankarash instances or raids. So, was it Drums of War? Is that the name of the patch? I might be mistaken. Drums of War might be 1.12, now that I think about it. But there's like a patch before the Ankarash actually opened, if I recall right. I'm really bad at remembering patches now. Now that I'm saying this out loud. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, oh, maybe I don't recall. Okay, Pamela Redpath. Let's turn in this quest. Sister Pamela, where's my sister Jessica? She left so long ago when I was just a little girl. She cried so much when she went away. I don't know why she cried. Maybe she fell and hit her toe. That's very possible. When Jessica was here, we used to play games and dance and pick pretty flowers around the house, and sometimes we would hide when we saw Daddy coming home, then jump out and surprise him. Come back, Jessica. If you come back, then maybe Daddy will too, and we can all play together again. That's super sad. 500 experience. Okay. My Auntie Marlene told me to stay here in our house because my father had to go and fight. My father is the bravest man in the whole world. But I've been here for a long time, and he hasn't come for me. Sometimes bad people come and whisper to me, and I want my dad to make them go away, but he's not here. And sometimes when it gets dark, I want to play with my doll, but I can't because I left it in town. Will you find my doll for me? Sure, let's do this. Oh god, I hate this quest. I'll explain why as I'm dying. I'll explain why I hate this quest. Okay. The doll's head is over here. Let's see if we can grab it. At least we can shackle undead. That makes it so much easier. Ghosts of the past. Alright, I'm out of here. See you, ghosts. Not my problem. I was like, why did I get dazed? I got frost shocked. Okay, so we need 3 pieces. We have that. Yeah, we're missing the left side. Okay. I think that's over here somewhere, possibly, or in this house, but let's scope it out. Pamela's left side. These mobs, they just do a ton of damage, and they're huge pains to deal with in most cases. But I forgot how much better it is when you can shackle undead. Like, it's completely life-changing to be able to shackle these guys. They do a lot of damage, and they're just generally annoying. But if you do a lot of sneaking, like I just looted that one without them being able to see me, and I shackled the other one, it's not as bad. Create Pamela's doll. That was way better than I remember it being. Last time I did this quest, I swear it was a million times tougher. Maybe the spawn rates were messed up. This is pretty good. Pamela's doll. Did you find my doll? You found it. You found my doll. Oh, thank you. 2,800 experience. Auntie Marlene? Speak with Marlene, south of the ruins of Vanderhoff. Oh, I'm so lonely. Where's my family? Auntie Marlene told me to stay here, but then she left and never came back. My dad, have you seen him? Maybe Auntie Marlene knows where he is. She lives near Vanderhoff in a house this south. I think it was on a hill. She said it was on a hill. Please, Supa. You're my new friend. Will you talk to my auntie for me? Is that like a low-level quest, or what's the deal? Uncle Carlin. I didn't see the exclamation point. Made me think it was like a gray quest to us, but it was just blocked visually, I think, by the wall of the house. Sometimes when it's nighttime, I can hear my Uncle Carlin crying. It sounds like he's far away to the east. I hope he's not crying for me, Supa. Will you find my uncle and tell him I'm all right? If you find him, say I'm waiting for him. And I want to hear the story he used to tell. The one about the rabbits and the berry jam. That story is so funny. Find Carlin Redpath. I believe Carlin... I'm gonna check something back here. There's a little box back here for a later quest. We'll come back for that. I believe Carlin... I don't know why it says temper will hold unfriendly neutral. It's weird. Is that EPL? Yeah, he is. Okay. Sorry, not EPL. LHC Lights Hope Chapel. So, that's a quick and pretty easy detour to get about 3,500 experience. I think we got 3,300 experience. Yeah, around that. Not much, but a little bit. So we're gonna head to Lights Hope finally. I mentioned this, I think, 8 episodes back at least, when we were in Western Plaguelands originally. I was talking about going to EPL and Lights Hope, but then I never made the trek over there. But now we can go and turn in a couple quests at Lights Hope, and then I'll say probably by the time we get there, turn in the quests, we might just head to Iron Forge, grab our new skills, and then that might be the end of today's episode. We gained about 10%, a little more than 10% of this level, and I don't know how much, maybe 20% of level 57, so roughly a third of a level in an hour. It'll probably go a little bit faster than that going forward, but we'll see, because there's a lot of running around in this episode, it feels like. Corn's Crossing is deadly. I usually go, there's a few ways to get around it. I almost always go south to get around it. I very rarely run through it. If you get dazed while you're aggro, you're kind of super duper dead. So I tend to go around it as best as I can, because it's kind of painful. Yeah, seriously. You know, I've mentioned this many times before, but I use Cartographer, which has this fog light mode, which allows me to see all these things, right? So this is what the map actually looks like for me, because I haven't explored it. Cartographer, because of the fog light feature, allows you to see the whole thing. It's somewhat of spoilers. Oh, is there a chest in there? What level are these guys? 57? That's in a kind of big house, though. That means it's going to be maybe a couple floors of mobs. I just kind of want to peek around the corner. Yeah, I don't want to fight through that. It's probably upstairs, and it's probably, yeah, quite a few mobs. So, Cartographer kind of spoils the map for you, to be honest. I like it because I've seen enough of the map that nothing is a huge surprise to me. But, you know, it's something to keep in mind if you're playing WoW for the first time, that you may be a vanilla, or when Classic launches rather. You may not want to use something like that. You might want to explore on your own a little more. Personally, I would recommend using as few add-ons as possible. The best one being possibly like things like move anything that move around your UI, like UI mods, like bar mods. Those are pretty reasonable. They don't really take away from your experience, in my opinion. But, you know, things that spoil stuff or tell you where to go, I'd say they're a little on the lame side. If it's your first time to use like some things that spoil stuff, I think it's not as much fun personally. You can do whatever you want, but my advice is to avoid some of these things. These are gonna be some pretty nice quests. I remember some of these. I guess I'll grab one of those actually, because I will probably do that one soon.
Hello.
Restless Souls is actually in Strat, I think. But Zaeldar the Outcast, he's a dead troll in the south. It's kind of weird. He's sort of like, he's like here, I think. Is that right? It's been a while since I've... Oh, he's way over here. Okay. I knew he's kind of hidden somewhere. But yeah, it's kind of funny just seeing... Yeah, it's kind of funny seeing him, like, that quest. I always think it's like the weirdest thing. It's a little troll tribe down here, and they're so out of place to me. It's just really weird. We'll go into that a bit more in a future episode. Alright, we've got the Duke Nicholas Vanderhoff. I'd say it's Vanderhoff, Silent Z. We've had this quest for a while, and I forget where we got it from. Maybe Winterspring? This is a very special book you have brought me. I'd like to tell you that special in this case means unique and quite possibly illuminating, but that remains to be seen. Oh, who in the right mind thinks this up? Well, now I've heard of this Umbernace that Gregor spoke of. Maybe this is from Fellwood, or Moonglade. So this isn't without merit. I'll do my best to decipher it. As for you, please have this courtesy of the Argent Dawn. While you are here, perhaps there are some other things you can aid us with. 2040 experience. There's Carlin. Uncle Carlin, you've seen Pamela? She's alive? She's dead? No. Oh, Pamela. Why does your spirit still suffer in this world? Why are you perished while fortune keeps me alive? In an instant, I could switch places with you and wander dead Darrowshire, a ghost and alone. Ah, but this news cannot change fate. Thank you, Soupa. Now my duty to your revenge burns hot as ever. Okay, free some spirits. Sure, we'll grab some quests. This guy, the available quest archivist. This is Stratholm, so it's instanced. Flesh does not lie. Stratholm, plagued hatchlings. Skullmance. I'm trying to grab some of the quests that are relevant to us. Capture. They're already captured, so I can't capture. These are PvP quests. Let's grab the flight path before I forget. It'd be terrifying to hearth that or something stupid. Savage Franz. I might be able to buy these at the auction house. I had some of these earlier, and I think I sold them a while back. I wish I'd kept them. I forgot there was a quest here. The Great Fraz. Stratholm, right? That's asking a lot. I'm not going to bring all these things to him, I don't think. Let's grab them, because I'm going to go to Ironforge. I might see if these are available for reasonable prices. Dispatch Commander Metz. They call me Rooster. Dispatch Commander Metz. An Argent Dawn Valor token. Huh. Sure, I'll pick that up. And I thought there might be another quest over here somewhere. Is that it? I know there's some inside. What's my mail? Probably stuff I sent. Hermit Ortel. Decoded True Believer clippings. Oh, yeah. This is from the Hermit out in Silithus. Esteemed Soupa, I went through the stack of texts you brought me and I decoded the attached articles for you. I carefully selected only those items which I thought would be of use. It was quite problematic to get to a mailbox without being seen, but months of hiding in the desert have turned me into quite a sneak. I hope you enjoy these. Let's check them out. What do we get? Decoded Twilight Texts and Scroll creates Scepter of Beckoning. How many pages is this? Okay. State of the Cult, Volume 127. It is truly a happy day. We have been tested in Silithus and we have passed. Reports of the destruction of our northernmost camp may challenge the hearts of the unfaithful, but this slaughter should not be seen as tragedy. No. The spilling of our blood by one of the Abyssal High Council is a blessing. We must envy our fallen comrades, for their spirits now reside in the belly of a most righteous beast. Praise to the old gods, praise to their servants, praise to the Twilight's Hammer. Well, that's interesting. I don't remember what this is for. Scepter of Beckoning? I think it's for summoning Twilight Lords, maybe? Is that right? I need to read up on that. It's been quite a while. only got 2 quest slots left. There's a lot of quests here. Elemental Equation. 30 Core of Elements. Might be able to buy some of those. Bone Scythe Digs. Oh, these are all Crypt Fiend parts. Okay, so a lot of these I can probably buy. Let's abandon. I'm probably not going back to Sunken Temple anytime soon. And I'm probably not going to do this Blastlands quest anytime soon. What, Moon-Touched Wildkin? Oh, I'm not going back to Winter Spring, so I definitely abandoned that. I want to pick these up because I want to keep them in mind when I go to the auction house. Some of these things are available sometimes on there. And it wouldn't be bad just to buy some experience, essentially, right? Binding the Dreadnought. 30 Dark Iron Scraps. Okay, I've got some of these in my bank out, too. Travel to Stratholme in the north. Search the supply crates. Okay, another instance quest. Let's grab this. I have some of these in my bank outs and some of these I can buy in the auction house, so I will probably be doing a bit of both. Because it's really easy experience. Like, super, super duper easy experience. Let's take a flight to... Oh, it's a direct shot. That's convenient. To Ironforge. And we'll speed up the video for this flight. When we land, we'll grab our skills. And then I think I'll log off. Or we'll end the episode. But when we... Off camera, I'll do some auction housing. As well as possibly some... Checking on my alts to see what I have. Alts. Alt, yeah, sorry. People always rag me for saying alt, but it's alts, like alternative. My alts, I'll see what they have available to me. Anyway, we'll be right back. Enjoy the flight. Okay, so we're back, and we're in Ironforge, and we're going to go first get our skills, and then, as I mentioned off camera, I'm going to go ahead and take some time to... I'm going to go to the Mystic Ward in the northwest. I'm going to take some time off camera and do some searching around... What is this quest? I think this is not a real quest turn in. Yeah, donation of wool. I don't have 60 wool to turn in, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm off camera, like I said, I'll do some auction housing, see what I can find in terms of these Eastern Plagueland things, Savage Fronds, as well as what I've got in my alts bank, yeah, my alts bank, and hopefully have some useful, some easy, these are mage trainers, priest trainer, hopefully find some useful stuff. Level 60 priest trainer. I don't think it matters which trainer you go to, but let's head up to 60. Train me. Okay, what do we get? Nothing new for discipline, which is fine. Holy... A new res. Is that really worth it? I mean, it does give them more mana and health, but I don't really know if I want to spend them gold on it right now. Desperate Prayer. I will grab that, even though it's so cheap, even though I very rarely use it since I'm not in Holy. I'm always in Shadow mode. Shadow form. Shadow mode. Here we go. A new Shadowward Pain. That's really no. What the heck? I was like, why did this? Whoops, train me. A new Shadowward Pain. So it's gonna go from 407, from 385 mana to 470, from about 990 damage to 1250. Cool. New Mind Control. We can now Mind Control up to level 62. That's amazing. Uses 750 mana. Totally worth it. A new Mind Blast, which is going to be super useful. We're gonna do 560-ish damage instead of 480. Okay, 350 mana instead of 310, it's fine. And a Fade, which I haven't learned this in a while. I'm not gonna worry about it because I don't really use it much. It's more effective than the previous rank, but I just don't use it much, so maybe not that useful for us. Okay, but before I forget, let's actually put these on my toolbar here. Should say rank 9, right? Rank 9. And Shadow Word Pain. Rank 8. And then what else I learned? Mind Control. Where is that at? Rank 3. And Desperate Prayer. I don't have my hotbar right now because I replaced it with Shackle Undead. Alright. Well, we're going to call it a day here. We gained a level, which is a big thing for us on its own. But we still got a while to go before we will... A little while to go still before we're going to actually ding again. And I'm going to check out the auction house though and see what goodies I can buy for our quest. But anyway, that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.